Some things are impossible to know, but it is impossible to know these things.
Hello, good day, and welcome to
Paul Schindler. Podcast on things is here for you.
Not surprisingly, I'm your host, Paul Schindler. Thank you for listening. This week, I once again spout off in opposition to the AI wave. One longtime friend of mine who got an early look at this column reposted, "I'm looking forward to next week's essay on those kids who keep getting on your lawn." In short, he thinks I'm railing against the inevitable, like some old geezer. Maybe yes, maybe no. What kind of fool do you take me for? How many kinds are there? What was it like last time? I've often... Excuse me, I'll read that again. I've often prefaced my comments by saying, I'm not a Luddite, but people familiar with that formulation will know that it's usually a way to deflect, in advance, likely criticism. Yes, I do know there are 1,000 years of massive displacement by new technology. Just to take the most recent example, think of all the livelihoods destroyed by the internet. For example, the book business and the music business. Poof, centuries of bookstores, gone. Poof, a century of physically recorded music, gone. Try and make I'll read that again. Try and make a living in this country selling books. You got to get a cut of the e-books or else. Or making music. It's all about the merch and Patreon, baby. Now, there have always been those who oppose the new ways. They say, if bookstores and music are disappearing, we don't need them. Let me say this about that. Let's look at the Luddites. They tried to destroy textile industry machinery. Would the Luddites, or for that matter, the owners, have been justified if the mill regularly made up patterns that no one asked for, duplicated patterns from other companies without permission or payment, or if the machines suggested using cheese to attach the patterns to the cloth? What if the automatic looms made imaginary products? What would the factory really have been an improvement over home workers? I think not, once you factor in the cost of labor to correct its errors and double-check its cloth. Buyers might be disappointed to receive empty crates marked as full. I don't think the factory would be cost-effective, especially with a massive shrunken workforce. This analogy is intuitively obvious to the casual observer. I keep hearing it said that today AI is as stupid as it will ever be. Maybe, but it's not clear to me that it's going to get smarter by any realistic definition of that term. Nothing is idiot-proof because idiots are so ingenious. Most of the literature I've seen posits that hallucinations are inherent in large language models, which, by the way, are not artificial intelligence. LLMs are, in fact, industrial-level cut-and-paste engines working on the same principle as predictive text on your iPhone and just about as smart and creative. There are many tasks for which LLMs are well suited and many for which they are not. Let us hope that someone, somewhere, can tell the difference. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. As the Pythons put it in the Galaxy song, and pray that there's intelligent life somewhere up in space, because there's bugger all down here on Earth. I'm told that AI is a timely topic. Attorney and fellow MIT alumnus Joe Kashi weighs in. Commenting upon AI and its effect upon people and society is perhaps one of the most timely of all topics, especially given the ability to make something fake that virtually everyone will accept as real, at least at this point in time. Sadly, when the information stream that most people receive is highly questionable, then so are their judgments and actions. Joe is of the opinion that most people are largely reasonable, but base their decisions upon their perceptions of facts and reality. In the days of professional, careful journalism, this was not a problem, but rather a virtue. In the era of ubiquitous internet and AI, it sets up society to be too easily manipulated by everyone. This isn't new. According to S.M. Oliva, author of S.M. Oliva's Computer Chronicles Revisited blog, there were a few different products in the 80s where guests on the Computer Chronicles claimed AI features. Perhaps the most notable was the Halcyon, a voice-operated Laserdisc console that famously failed to perform when host Stuart Chaffee tried to use it. This week's walk-off music is the AI song, which is self-explanatory, and was written by me and Clark Smith and is sung a cappella by Clark. But first, that's my opinion. I'm Paul Schindler. Thanks for listening.
Lunacy, gibberish, inanity, certifiable proof of insanity. But it isn't alive, and thus will contrive pure inventions concerning humanity. AI. Its answers pop out willy-nilly in its own universe. For better or worse, it's doubtlessly foolish and silly. It tries to explain, but it just entertains with citations that have no utility. It can't check its facts, for the basis it lacks is intelligent thinking ability. AI. It prints stories lacking reality, like old Randolph Hearst from the last to the worst. It lacks any human humility. Aha!
Charge up your flux capacitors and hold on for a ride to February 1972. The new Eugene, Oregon show was taped in front of a dozen people in a live-ish audience for broadcast on MIT's WTBS-FM radio. We take you now to room 9150 at MIT.
My friend, have you reached that metallic age? You know, silver in your hair, gold in your teeth, and lead in your pants. Well, nothing can put the spring back in your step, but the folks at Down John have something that will help your special problem. It's called Lose-It-All, and its special blend of lanolin and Drano will flush constipation out the back door. Plus, a golden drop of hexachloroform helps reduce swelling of hemorrhoidal tissue due to excess irregularity. So, see your doctor, and if your problem is iron-poor blood, eat a bag of nails. But if you suffer from the heartbreak of irregularity, try Lose-It-All. It really gets the lead out.
What do you think of when I say, Mama Choose? Well, we hope you think of one of the city's most distinguished centers of Italian-Chinese cuisine. Strategically located between Italian East Boston and Chinatown in the Callahan Tunnel, Mama Choose features plenty of rush hour parking, free. And if the police ask you where you're going, tell them Mama Choose. The food is something else. Your palate will tingle to such old-world delicacies as sweet and sour pizza and meatball chow mein. And as a tantalizing after-dinner treat, try our spumoni fouillon. It's a welcome change from potatoes. It takes Mama Choose herself and her fine staff many hours each day to bring you these gastronomical greats. So when you have a yen for authentic Italian Chinese food, remember, Mama Choose.
Gee, Sylvester, I don't think you like me anymore.
Any more than what, Gloria?
I'll be serious, Sylvester. What is it you don't like about me? Is it my false teeth?
Oh, no, Gloria. Your teeth are like stars. They come out at night.
Is my eye patch crooked?
No, Gloria. It's as straight as the other one.
Well, then maybe it's my figure.
No, Gloria. I think 225's a lovely figure.
Well, then, Sylvester, what is wrong with me?
Gloria, you have the fizzies. You know, that water frothing out of your mouth. Leaves your brain dry and wrinkled. That's a gray matter. You should use Aquatine 23.
You mean if I use Aquatine 23, you'll like me again, Sylvester?
I think I hear my mother calling me Gloria. Bye.
Now, why would his mother call him Gloria?
Hey, don't sing the fizzy blues. Your brain is 69% water, and frothing at the mouth can make you lose most of this precious supply. Aquatine 23 is the natural way to help stop the fizzies because it's mostly water too. And Aquatine 23 contains a golden drop of hexachloroform. So lick those fizzies. Use Aquatine 23.